Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Bacon Buster and I'll be doing my Town Hall 15 ranked attacks. For this first base, it's a Town Hall 13, which will be a piece of cake. And honestly, I don't see much about this base. I see I can RC Warden Charge from this area and just set up a great funnel for my Root Riders. So I do end up taking quite a lot of stuff out. I didn't actually expect to take the Scattershot and the Expo out. But I do end up pulling the Clan Castle, and I really didn't want that to happen. So my Royal Champion does get stuck on a Ice Golem, which really isn't good. So I do end up pulling the recall a bit early, and I probably should have let them stay a bit longer. But I send my main army, Ice Golem, Balloon, Root Riders, Healers, and what I should have done is placed my Apprentice Warden in my Sky Wagon, along with my recall spell. But I wasn't paying attention right now, so I did end up making a mistake because this was like my first attack on for the day. And it does look like that single Inferno was very targeting all my Root Riders, so I definitely took a lot of damage, but I finally send my Sky Wagon in my Apprentice Warden, which is great. And they do end up taking quite a lot out the base, and I send my Archer Queen Arrow to help them funnel by taking out that air defense. Now my Dragon Duke on the side of this base, because honestly the Dragon Duke does so well just alone and by himself that I don't even need anything to support him. He just takes out the Warden, the Archer Towers, literally everything. They really need to nerf the Dragon Duke. It's so OP. Now I use my Warden ability because I'm going through the free section of the Town Hall, but I don't really need it. I definitely could have swagged it along with that Invis spell. So this is just an easy 3-star. I've never gone against a Town Hall 13, but definitely some respect to pushing the ranks as a Town Hall 13. For this next base, it's a decently upgraded Town Hall 13, and I do notice that hole in the base right there, so I am thinking it might be a hidden Tesla, but I do want to RC Warden Charge from that area because I can get a lot of value with the RC Warden Charge and set up a great funnel. So for now, I just go in with the RC Warden Charge. And yes, that was a hidden Tesla, I was right. And this base is very well upgraded for being at Golem 19. So it's definitely a very tricky base. But I do actually end up taking down the Eagle Artillery, which is a very good thing for me. And I do end up getting quite a lot of stuff, and I set up a very good funnel. Now I might have gotten very greedy because I tried to take out that Scattershot, but I did end up wasting the Royal Champion's Rocket Spear ability. But I spam all my troops down with the Apprentice Warden, and with the Apprentice Warden this time, still forgot the Sky Wagon. Sorry, I am very new to this attack strategy, but it definitely looks like things are going decent, except I didn't realize that the Monolith was on the Root Riders. And then the Monolith changed over to my Royal Champion, and I panicked and I placed an Ice Block down. And I forgot to even place a Poison, place the Sky Wagon, tried to clean up a bit with a Furnace at the bottom. But this was not looking good for me because I didn't have much for the center section of the base. I definitely should have popped the Warden ability right here. I just completely forgot about it. I wasn't paying attention at all, and the Warden does end up going down from the single, which is terrible. And I try to revive my Dragon Duke, and it just doesn't. No, I try to revive my Warden, actually. I should have revived my Dragon Duke, because the Dragon Duke is just so OP that it could probably just take down all of this by himself. But I have way too much left. Single Inferno, Expo, Scattershot. There's not much I can do. The Mega Minion and the Queen does take down that single, but even with the Furnace trickling down into that Scattershot, there is really nothing I can do, and I end up being just short on this space. For this next base, it's a Town Hall 14, and pretty much everything is just very spread out, and I'm looking at that hero section down at the bottom, and I'm like, I really can't RC Warden Charge from there. So I Royal Champion Charge from the top and try to take down the Eagle Artillery and set up a very nice funnel by just taking down all of this compartment. And I don't really use an Invis that early because there wasn't very many buildings that could deal that much damage to my Royal Champion. but I do end up missing a few invis spells, and I just take way too much damage, which really isn't good. But I am able to keep a few invis spells, which will definitely be used later on in this attack. And I spam all my troops down, and I am getting a bit better at that, at placing the Sky Wagon and the Apprentice Warden. But not in this attack. So I place all my troops, and then the Royal Champion kind of goes on its own, and the Root Riders are splitting up, so I am forced to use an Overgrowth spell. And then here comes the Clan Castle, 2 Ice Golems and some balloons. That could really deal a lot of damage. So I do activate my Warden ability to try to save a lot of my Root Riders and my Royal Champion. Place the Sky Wagon to actually help the Queen, and it does actually end up taking down all of that section. I place a Furnace at the top, because there is nothing to stop the Furnace from destroying all those buildings. And I place an Ice Block to protect all my Root Riders from that Town Hall. Do place the Dragon Duke to the side of this base, because he's so OP, he can probably just take down all of that by himself. Check on the Sky Wagon. My Queen has gone down, but it should be okay. Now my Root Riders are taking a lot of damage right now from all the poison, and a lot of mines pop up, dealing a lot of damage to my healers. So I am a little worried about this base, but I think since my Dragon Duke is still alive, and since I have a revive spell, I should be able to win. Yeah, so I send my balloon to snipe out some archer towers, and my Dragon Duke goes straight to the Scattershot and the Expo, and it's just such an easy base because the Dragon Duke really takes down everything. It's such a simple way to win. For this next base, it's a Town Hall 15, and it's again very highly upgraded. And I check on those Rage Towers, and they don't do anything. So that's basically just spell towers that do nothing. So it makes this base 10 times easier. And I look around and I end up RC Warden charging from the side of this base because of all the funneling value I can get, because I can funnel my roots right towards that Eagle Artillery area. And that's exactly what I do, but my RC takes a good bit of damage from that scatter shot. I do definitely need to get better at RC Warden charging, but that's okay. And I didn't actually expect for this to happen. I meant for my RC Warden charge to go down, because going up into those hero sections isn't exactly what I wanted to. So I recalled and I started my main army push from the side. And I see a few of my Root Riders actually go to the side of this base along with the balloon. And I don't actually want that, so I end up placing an Overgrowth to help keep everything in line. And I poison the CC because I do definitely need to take those down. But in E-Drag in the Clan Castle is honestly not that scary, so I could have used the poison for an enemy hero instead. But all my roots end up coming back together because they did group up earlier, and as in one group, they're doing really good on this base right now. And the reason I froze everything with the Icebox spell is because my Royal Champion gets a bit too ahead of the rest of my troops. So I do have to slow that down. But my Queen is taking a lot of damage right now from that scatter shot, and it will go down. But I think that's okay because with the Rocket Spear, I can snipe that Town Hall, and my roots won't have to deal with any of the poison. And look at that Dragon Duke. I just want to look at that. Like, the Fireheart just took down everything in that compartment where he died. It's so OP. It's so OP. I can just revive him, and he'll just take down the rest of this base. It's so OP. It's so OP. I don't know why they added it to the game. Like, it's got to be the one biggest mistake Clash of Clans has ever made. It's just so broken. You get 3-star bases with just the Dragon Duke and a bunch of revive spells. I'm being serious. But this base was absolutely crushed, and I take down literally everything. For this next base, it's almost a maxed out Town Hall 15, and those invis compartments are definitely scary, so I will have to watch for those. So I might try to giant arrow through them, but for now I'm just going to set the funnel with the RC Warden charge, and it does definitely end up doing pretty good because I take a lot more than I expected. we pathed right into the Eagle Artillery and the Expos, which is amazing, but we do get stuck on those heroes for a bit and take down the Archer Queen. And once we take down the Eagle and a bit more, I do end up using the recall, and I probably wasted that invisibility. But for now, I just send in my main army to the bottom corner, and I try to use my giant arrow, and I just absolutely miss it. Like that was terrible. I tried to hit the invis compartments because I wanted those down so my troops wouldn't get stuck right there, but oh my god. And then the invis pops, and I use a ice block spell right here because I wanted all my troops to stay where the invis compartment was because I didn't want them to get absolutely shredded. So with the ice block spell, my royal champion can just take down the entire compartment while the Inferno and scatter shots are locked onto the roots. But I use my overgrowth spell right here to path the roots towards the middle of the base where the town hall is. And sadly, my Skywagon got separated from the rest of the base at the top, and the super minions from the Skywagon actually do take out a lot of the base at the top. I use an invis spell, and I actually just make all of my roots invised, and I use my warden ability to protect them from the poison. For now, it's really just a game of cleanup. We do still have that one invis section left, but I don't think it can really do that much against a lot of my root riders, healers, warden. All of my heroes except the Archer Queen are still up. I have a revive spell. My Dragon Duke can just get revived. He still has the Fire Heart. It's so good. And then my Dragon Duke's ability can honestly just take down everything. Now, I was a little worried about time failing right here because my Dragon Duke actually went down when I didn't want him to go down. But here's the invis compartment, and it actually kind of benefits me because my royal champion goes into the invis, and then they retarget away from the royal champion. But for now, we just crush this base. For this next base, it is a very simple base with everything in one place with the scatter shots and the multi-infernos. So once I take those down, it'll be a free base. But I'm looking at where I should RC charge, and I see from this right area of this base, I can get a lot of funneling value. But first, I need to take down that cannon in the bottom. So I use a balloon, but a mine pops. So I realize I need to use one more balloon. That means my healers won't have an ability to get saved by the balloon. But that's okay, because once I get that down, perfect funnel. So I place the RC and the warden. And we do get stuck on the enemy RC, but it's fine. And we just go through the rest of the space for now and setting up a very good funnel for my roots. And once we get this Expo, I'm actually very happy that I got the Expo, and I triggered a skeleton trap, which is just amazing. And I do actually end up getting this multi-inferno and another 2 skeleton traps. So all the skeleton traps are gone, which is very good. And we can just Ice Golem, Root Riders, Healers, Apprentice Warden, Skywagon, and then my recalled troops. And I also used the giant arrow because I can see I can get some decent value with it. I definitely missed it again. And at the bottom, I placed the furnace because it has just a lot of free stuff down there. And if I use the rocket spear right now, I can actually get a lot of the base. But I do end up using that. And since we're under so much damage, I use the warden ability and the ice block. I use the headhunter, and I'll place the Dragon Duke at the top of this base. Now for the overgrowth, I meant to get the archer tower with it because I wanted them all to redirect towards the middle of the base, but I end up just getting a cannon, so that's really wasted overgrowth. But my furnace takes down the rest of this bottom section. My Dragon Duke takes down the top, and once we get past this bottom compartment with the scatter shot and the inferno, we win. All that's left is really an Expo, and that's about it. And we still have the Dragon Duke ability, so the Dragon Duke can just take that down. And that multi-inferno actually did quite a lot of damage to my royal champion, but it just doesn't matter because we have almost all the roots alive. Dragon Duke ability, which I pop, and just all the cleanup troops available. Still have a revive spell that I can swag, Everything works out great, and this is an easy 3-star. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. If you liked, drop a sub because we're trying to reach 50 by the end of the month. Thank you so much.